It's just hard for him to do. So I work full time, and I support our family. I pay the bills and buy everything.
Very hard to wash everything, and I basically refuse to have help because what little shred of being a man left.
You know what I find the maddest about this situation here? So you're telling me he's more than happy for her to pay the bills, to be the only one working, to be doing all the things that, you know, he should be doing with her, you know, or doing himself just in general, right? But when it comes to the one thing of him bathing himself, that's the one thing that he still wants to keep as a masculine thing. That illusion of being a man left. I mean, listen, I get it. You know, sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do to at least feel that we have control of something that makes us feel like a man. But bruh, if your wife is gonna be out there working 12 hours, because obviously she's a nurse, I'm assuming it's 12 hours per day, then have the time to come home to feed you, as well as anything else, pay for the bills. Trust me, you've lost all compatibilities of even having that feeling of, you know, I need something to make me feel like a man, and washing yourself really ain't that deep. But anyway, I just wanted to put it out there because I found that lame as hell. But anyway, let's get into it.
Been times where we were so much out of food that we'd have like popcorn for dinner. And my mom would always say, you know, you need to make sure you eat everything because she didn't want me to be hungry. She had the money to buy it. My mom would make the deep fried foods that I liked to make.
See, this is the crazy thing. Obviously, he says he came from poor settings. There was barely any food. And whenever there was food, mom made sure that, you know, everybody on the table would have to eat as much as possible to make sure that they wasn't hungry for, you know, obviously later on. But the crazy thing about it is I can't believe he was the only one that put on like a significant amount of weight though. I mean, that's how it looks from the pictures anyway. Out of everyone in his family, what was he given that much extra food? Was the fried food really that? But I mean, fried food is terrible. It is bad. It is really, really bad. But I'm just curious why he was the only one in the family that put on so much weight. Was he stealing food from everybody else? I'm just saying, sometimes when people tell us their stories, the stories don't be matching with pictures sometimes. And in this picture, my guy, why are you bigger than everybody else? Like, what's going on here? Let's just keep it honest, like, you know, because remember, when people come on this show, they come on it to tell their story in a way that favors them, in a way that makes us want to feel sorry for them, shall I say. But anyway, we continue.
Make me happy. But the most upsetting is I didn't know why I was overweight. I didn't know it was because I was eating too much.
You see, this is a big concern because as a kid, you're supposed to be educated by your parents of why your weight is going up. The fact that he didn't realize that food is the reason why he was putting weight on is actually very, very concerning, because why was he not educated in one of the most basic things ever? Yeah, I could sit and say that he should have used his common sense, which yes, he should have. But at the same time though, his parents or people around him should have at least said, hey bro, you're eating too much and that's why you're big as you are. But then again though, maybe he did know why he was putting on weight, but he's just saying it this way to fit the narrative of his own story, shall I say. Because everybody has their own side of the story, don't they?
Time I got to junior high, I was every bit of 400 pounds. And
let's just let that sink in now. I don't know how old you are when you get to junior high, because I'm the UK, so obviously I don't know how old you are when you get to junior high, but being 400 pounds at any age is freaking ludicrous anyway. But goddamn it, junior high, what? Was he in his teens or what? Like, that is crazy work.
But then my dad unexpectedly passed away. And then my mom passed away on Mother's Day. And it totally threw me into a tailspin.
I mean, you saw there, that guy, that was obviously one of his heaviest. I'm guessing he was probably about over 700 pounds, to be honest, at that point. But obviously for him, you know, he said he tried to do a weight loss for 6 months. But, you know, when it came to the weight for 6 months, he ended up losing both his parents back to back. And I can imagine how that can definitely take a toll on someone. But the good thing is he's able to take accountability that he allowed that situation to obviously emotionally, you know, affect him. So therefore he resorted back to his comfort zone, which was food. Can you believe that this man was a firefighter? It's either he was a firefighter or he dreams to be one. I can't remember now. Damn, I literally watched this like a few minutes ago. Anyway, let's continue.
Any of the like fish sticks or not like fish.
I just want to take a break for just a second.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Is something I can go grab it for you while you're taking a break? Do you want me to go grab the stuff to dip him with?
Yeah.
Sad for him.
This is a wild scene for me though. He's out here shopping and honestly, he's making that trolley look small. I don't know what you guys call trolleys. Do you call them push carts? I can't remember what you guys call them. Well, we call them trolleys in the UK anyway. But it's a cart, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. The way he's making that look so small is crazy work. At first I was like, yo, do you guys have like really small ones like that? Because usually we have small ones for kids, but that's about it. The rest of them are just massive as hell. But yeah, this guy is that big. It is actually insane. He's making that look small. But let's just get back into the point itself in particular. He even gets tired from just, you know, food shopping. That's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of... Can you get tired from food shopping? Not really. Nah, man, because obviously you got to think about it. He's pushing something that he's leaning on that's helping him anyway, putting less pressure on his knees, less pressure on him actually use energy of walking anyway. So the fact that he's getting tired using this, man is in a bad place. But let's not forget that the wife is like, oh, did you want me to go and get anything that you wanted? The way the wife hasn't actually, in this whole episode, she didn't take no accountability whatsoever for enabling him. Now, this is what I say. The problem is sometimes people love someone so much that they're afraid to let that person down. They're afraid to, you know, tell them the truth. And I think for her emotions, her feelings for him is so strong that it's not even a point where she cares for him. She just really, you know, loves him, whatever, right? And this is why she was more than happy to enable him, because she just didn't want to tell him no, because she doesn't want him to not want her anymore. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Or maybe she has been telling him no in the past, but it created too much of a drift and too much of an issue in their relationship that she just thought, you know what, it is what it is. Especially given what he has to say next as well.
And to not be able to do what he wants to do, which is have a life. It's, you know, having kids, going on vacation. It just makes me sad that we're not able to do that.
Sorry, I thought it was next bit. Anyway, yeah, I mean, listen, I feel your pain, love, but you chose to be with a man like this and you choose to enable him. You know what I mean? So let's not, like, come on, yeah. Like, I want to feel sorry for you, but I really don't. You know, you're just as bad as him, you know? That's just that.
I shouldn't be eating the way that I'm eating, but food for me in my life is a place that makes me feel good. I know Zaina has given up on trying to change my ways.
That was the one there. I know she's given up. If she's given up, it must tell me that clearly, you know, whenever she's tried, these two have obviously had conflict. And she'd rather just have a happy relationship. She would rather just save arguments just so she can be, just so they don't argue, you know, because she cares, loves them that much. I don't want to use the word care because this isn't care, if you ask me personally. You know, that's just that. And this, you know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing every single person that comes in this show, and I get it, I understand it, but it's so annoying hearing them say, "But food is what was here for me." But this is the thing that I don't understand, right? Maybe I do, and I just don't care for it. Maybe, yeah, I think I just don't care for it. But food is something that they see as a comfort. But the thing is, though, some of these people are married. Some of these people have children. Why can't you see the person you're married as the person that you can go to confine it and is your comfort zone? Your partner is meant to be your safe haven. Your children are meant to be the purpose of why you want to stay healthy so you can do things with them. So when people neglect their partner's support, love, and neglect the fact that they've got a kid, I mean, hell, some people even use their kids to feed them. They tell their kids to go and get them food, which is an absolute, oh yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But to sit there and say that you don't have a safe haven with your partner and your safe haven is food, man, if I was your partner, which I never would be, I'm running. Because if we can't be each other's safe haven, then what the hell are we? Just saying.
I always tell myself when we go grocery shopping that this time is going to be different.
I wish anything for his future. I just want him to be healthy. I don't care that he's a big guy. It doesn't bother me.
That's the problem, though. Even if he was healthy, it doesn't change the fact that when you're big, it's not good for you. It is not good for you in any shape or form, because if you got a neck that's too big, you're going to struggle with breathing anyway. You know, this is why a lot of bodybuilders who are massive as hell have to have CPAP machines, just like obese people have to have CPAP machines. You know, so she has to understand that he could be healthy on the inside, but if he's still big and all those things going, and that size is still going to take a lot of weight onto his body. Do you see what I'm saying? Size, too much size for your height is never a good thing, regardless of how healthy you are. Remember that. So she needs to change that. Nah, you need to care about the fact that he's big. You need him healthy and smaller. Come on now.
If I lost 80 pounds, that means I would be down to 561 today.
Oh, sorry, but I flipped the thing for copyright purposes. Oh, crap. So it turned out that he weighed 641 pounds. That was the weight he weighed at. 640 pounds. Can you imagine? And he had a goal of losing 80 pounds. And now he's back to have to have the second. It's been 2 months. The question is, was he able to lose 80 pounds? Let's get into it.
Urban 5.
So in total, he was actually able to lose 87 pounds within the space of 2 months, which is fantastic. Fan-daddly-tastic. Congratulations to him. Deserves it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Be 160 pounds down today.
I believe the goal was for him to lose like 40 pounds, but he ended up losing only 37 pounds now. This is obviously 2 months later after the other one too. So now this is the point where he finds out whether or not he's going to be approved for that weight loss surgery or not.
That's not great. I thought I lost more.
We're going to room 5.
Well, I like seeing.
So I'm going to set up your surgery for 2 months from now.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a goal of lose another 30 pounds by the end.
Yeah, so you know he's done well for himself. You know he's done very well. I mean, honestly, massive credit to the guy.
Okay, that's good progress.
So as you can see in reverse, he ended up losing an extra 27 pounds. Obviously, the goal was meant to be 30 pounds, but either way, though, he did it. And therefore, he was approved for weight loss surgery, which is fantastic.
You're 3 pounds off, but close enough.
Your weight is 441.
Okay. So obviously, after having the surgery and obviously a little bit of more this and that, he only lost 13 pounds, but he's still on that direction of losing the weight, which is the main thing. But to be fair, what's to come next is very, heartfelt, shall I say, to a certain degree.
Still trying to cover up all this extra skin.
Right.
The thought of losing another 200 pounds is a little hard to believe.
You see, I can't really imagine. No, I can. I mean, like, look at it this way. It's crazy, isn't it? You've lost, what? Over 150 pounds, right? I think he's nearly at the 200 mark now of losing the weight anyway. I think it's 175, if anything. But to know that you still have to lose an extra 200 pounds so you can get the weight loss surgery, among other things, that is going to feel like, oh my God. I can imagine it feeling like this journey is never going to end. Because bear in mind, this took him a year. It took him a year to lose all this weight and have the surgery. It wasn't a few months, it was a whole year. So obviously, when you hear you got another 20 pounds to lose, you're thinking, oh man, a whole another year. But here's the thing though, losing weight and gaining weight is the easiest part of life when it comes to your body. It's maintaining weight. That is the most hardest thing. So if he can obviously if he obviously is able to do what he's going to do and can lose an extra 200 pounds in the next following year, or maybe even quicker than that, that means, if anything, that's a very good thing. But obviously, the challenge will start when he has to maintain it. Honestly, like maintaining weight is, oh God, it's a headache.
Because all I want is good vibes, that's it. Made me feel pretty good that we were able to come in the store today and shop for clothes, not just for me, but for...
Now, I missed a clip of it, but she said that for the 7 years that they have been married and been together, they've never ever been shopping together. It's always been online shopping for him. So this is why it's a big thing for her to finally be in this position. I mean, honestly, you know what, man? I'm happy for you both. I'm happy for you both. You know what I mean? But anyway, with that being said, though, this is obviously the first episode of this week's of my 600-pound life, season 13. So hey ho, stay tuned for some more 600-pound life as well as other content as well. But with that being said, thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.